Before I start the video, which everybody's waiting for, I want to say big up Squidly. Squidly, big up yourself every time, yeah? Because you said something in the dance, what we're going to talk about right now, that went over a lot of people's heads. But for me, it's something that going to make me change the way how I do videos from now. Squidly said, and it's facts, that he's been playing Natural Affair for 20 years. Now take away the fact that he played Love Injection for a little bit and then went back to the sound. Forget all of that. Overall, he's been playing sound for 20 years. When he said that, I was like, wow, that's like 2 decades. That's a long time. To the point I said to myself, 2 decades. Okay, so how long is a generation? And a generation is between 20 and 30 years. Squidly has played for a whole generation. And not just Squidly. We're talking the likes of Immortal, Ecstasy, Willpower, Ghetto Genius, Classique, Trinity, Ghetto Heart Hustler, Genesis Megamix, Love Injection, King Tubbies, Platinum Cartel, Lickle Sample, Apocalypse, Third Generation, Expression, and last and finally that I can think of right now is Jammer Nuclear. Honorable shout out to Love Injection and King Tubbies. They've been doing it way longer. But those sounds there are all the sound systems who I clashed with or I've been in competition with or I know was in that generation. And that generation gets so overlooked because we can go as far back as 1999, 2000. Let's just start from 2000 and say it's 25 years. That generation gets super overlooked. When you consider Facebook started in 2004, YouTube started a year later. The first iPhone was 2007. It was an era and a generation where a lot of audio wasn't there. There wasn't no social media. There was no filming at the time. There wasn't certain things going on. Especially certain people who think they can talk about a generation where I 100% know you was not there. Likewise with sound systems who was from that generation who want to paint a totally different narrative because they think they can. Because people don't have receipts. I have receipts. I'm saying all of this because respect and manners goes a long way, especially when you add facts to the situation. So before we start throwing people underneath the bus and blaming this and blaming that, always look at where they're coming from. They've been putting in work. Time, effort, money is being spent. We're in the UK right now. This is not a perfect world. Dance can't keep and Clash can't keep every single week. But at the same time, sound systems and from that generation have to take accountability if they lose, win or draw. Especially in a time right now where it's social media and everybody is going to have an opinion on your performances. And that's because you're the sound. You buy the dub plates. The dub plates them speak for themselves. Me had a bad sound. A boy not chat to me. Sound I got dead. I hold that boy there. You put yourself in that position to say you're the number one. You're the baddest. So when it doesn't work out, expect criticism. Because as much as you put in the effort, the time, the money, you have fans to please. You have an industry to support. And if you're not doing it well, we have to have the conversation. I say all of this to say this. When it comes to doing my videos now, I'm going to incorporate the generation. So I am not going to sit here and just chant down the sound unless I have receipts. I.e., he should have done it like this because do you remember when this happened and you should have played like this when that happened and this is the reason why you failed because this happened and you won so crazy. Do you remember when so-and-so won like this? This generation gets missed and I swear I am not here to disrespect or discredit a generation that I was a part of and I'm not making anybody rewrite history. And I'm also not going to make anybody chat over me when you was never in that position. TV sound system selector hype. I'm not here to stroke egos. I'm here because I love sound system culture, especially inside the UK. I'm here for a generation that gets overlooked. And when they do good or bad, people are just taking it as like a pinch of salt and it's neither here nor there. They put in work. And I really hope all that makes sense before I go to the video, because it's just a little bit of a disclaimer before we continue doing videos in the future. And on that note, I need to go and get a trim because my mom's been watching these videos and saying, yo, you look like teeth. I need to shape up, man. So with no further ado, let's have the conversation. Natural Affair, Young Hawk. Mommy, oh me look, oh me stay, oh me tan. You know what it is? Select, hype, like, comment, share, subscribe, like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all 4, but I don't even want you to do 1 out of the 4. Do all of them because it helps with the algorithm. Now let's go back exactly 4 weeks, random. It's like literally the same time. 4 weeks ago, near enough to the date. What did I say? Natural Affair have to win this dance, hands down. No landslide victory. Maybe a lock-off, hopefully a lock-off. Natural Affair cannot take this dance to some like a light, little, something walk in the park, Telford ice ring kind of dance. They have to shut shop and end the year on a massive win. They did, they did the complete opposite. When I talk about a generation and an era, I think that has to hands down go down as the worst thing to happen to a sound system, i.e. get lock-off in your own town or city, on your own sound system, 3 rounds straight. Now let's do facts. When I was playing sound, I beat Liquor Sample 3 rounds straight in Huddersfield in their own town, but they was on their own sound system. So they kind of get away. And it was a UK thing and it was a UK vibe. So it's all good. Salute to Liquor Sample, man. One of my favorite sounds who I've played and clashed with throughout my whole career. And because I have set this video to go out at some point early afternoon or midday time, I can just let everybody know that Liquor Sample will be representing from Huddersfield down there at 45 Shop Lock, which will be taking place tomorrow. If you're watching this video, tomorrow, Friday, the 28th of November, 2025. Let's get to the point again. Natural Affair, you got locked off in Telford on your own sound, 3 rounds consecutive lock off and all these things. Why did that happen? Could it just simply be you're not good enough? And I'm gonna leave it just like that. Let's go to another thing that I said 4 weeks ago. What more do Natural Affair want us to do for them entering 2026? It's 2025. Lock off Young Hawk, smash it, bring your new fan base, what you built over the time in Telford, whether they're party crew or little girls them and the little girl them and the little rude boy them in Telford. Make them come, get them a bag of horns like we've been seeing on clashes and just say, hey, I know this is not our normal kind of night, but here what we need you to do, blow the fuck out of these horns all night and rep Telford. It's not rocket science around here, man. And you didn't do that because you have no fans. Again, I'm just going to leave it at that. Facts again. I've played with Natural Affair like 3 times. I beat Natural Affair 3 times in 3 different parts of the UK, and they had 3 different MCs. So I say this to say that Junior P, take some accountability on how you select and your song selections. And I'm going to leave it at that. Shall I reaching out to everybody? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you think my black ass is going to sit down here for how long and edit and put photographs together and all these things to talk about a sound that got lock off in their own town on their own sound, you must be absolutely out your mind. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I have no idea where my passport is and I'm trying to get to Badadan. I'm out. 1 peace.